After smoking cigarettes, they should be disposed of as follows. Dropped into a waste bin, dropped over the lee side only so that it cannot blow back on board, disposed of in an ashtray, and ensuring that it is extinguished. Dropped over the side only if you are certain they are extinguished. The correct answer is disposed of in an ashtray and ensuring that it is extinguished. Where on board would you find out which fire sections are enclosed by A or B class divisions? In the stability book, on the capacity plan, on the fire control plan, on the general arrangement plan. The correct answer is on the fire control plan. What is the minimum number of fire control plans that should be permanently stored in a prominently marked weather-tight enclosure outside the deckhouse for the assistance of shoreside firefighting personnel? At least one. Not required, providing one set is available inside the accommodation. At least two. At least three. The correct answer is at least two. What is the only reliable way of checking that the CO2 cartridge in a dry powder extinguisher is full? All of the alternatives are reliable methods. Lift the extinguisher to check that it still has powder inside it. Check if the seal on the extinguisher release handle is intact, remove the cartridge and weigh it as it has the full and empty weights stamped on it. The correct answer is remove the cartridge and weigh it as it has the full and empty weights stamped on it. In firefighting, what does the term boundary starvation refer to? Cooling the area around a fire to stop it spreading, removing the fuel from the boundary of a fire to stop it spreading further, closing doors and hatches at the boundary of a fire, mustering firefighters and materials in the area near the fire. The correct answer is removing the fuel from the boundary of a fire to stop it spreading further. What type of fire hose nozzles must be available on board? Dual purpose, jet spray type, incorporating shutoff jet type, spray type, dual purpose, jet spray type. The correct answer is dual purpose, jet spray type incorporating shutoff. Oily rags and metal twist pose a particular fire hazard because they are not a hazard. They are liable to spontaneous combustion. They are not a hazard unless ignited. They generate their own oxygen when ignited and are therefore difficult to extinguish. The correct answer is they are liable to spontaneous combustion. What is the maximum allowed suction head for the fire pump? 9 meters, 3 meters, 4.5 meters, 1.5 meters. The correct answer is 4.5 meters. Which of the following statements is not correct about high-expansion foam? You cannot survive in HE foam as the oxygen content is reduced. It extinguishes by smothering. It has only a limited cooling effect. You can survive in HE foam by breaking the bubbles to release the air. The correct answer is you can survive in HE foam by breaking the bubbles to release the air. For fighting metal fires, you should use CO2 water, special dry powder, foam. The correct answer is special dry powder. What is meant by the term self-ignition temperature, SIT? The lowest temperature where enough vapors are given off that they will ignite and then go out if an external ignition source is applied. The lowest temperature that a liquid will start giving off vapors. The lowest temperature where enough vapors are given off that they will ignite and keep burning if an external ignition source is applied. The lowest temperature where the vapors given off will automatically ignite without the presence of an external ignition source. The correct answer is the lowest temperature where the vapors given off will automatically ignite without the presence of an external ignition source. What other purposes may a fixed fire detection and alarm system be used for, in addition to fire indication? SOLAS 22 to 13.1.14. Non-automatic closing of fire doors, controlled closing of fire doors, automatic activation of sprinkler system. The correct answer is automatic activation of sprinkler system. Ideally, the adjustable jet spray nozzle on a hose should be used as a jet a spray of arc 90 degrees, a spray of arc 60 degrees, a spray of arc 30 degrees. The correct answer is a spray of arc 60 degrees. Some cargoes, such as certain types of coal, can heat themselves up to a temperature where they can automatically ignite. What is this process called? Biological heating, biomass conduction, spontaneous combustion, nuclear fission. The correct answer is spontaneous combustion. What types of fire extinguishers shall be used in the engine room? Fire extinguishers of the handy-size types only. Fire extinguishers equipped for powder or CO2 only. Any fire extinguisher with a weight of less than 100 lbs. Fire extinguishers filled with fresh water only. The correct answer is fire extinguishers equipped for powder or CO2 only.